Hey guys, it's Sierra and welcome or welcome back to my channel.
Settling in, settling down.
Guys, we're gonna do some makeup and we're gonna talk, okay? We're gonna answer the questions that I know a lot of you have been asking me, DMing me. Where have I been? What happened? Am I okay? Etc. So let's just get right into the video. But before we get into the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to see you guys back. Cue the transition. Some things just never change, okay? So let's do a chit chat. First thing I'm gonna be using is my Lawless Set the Stage Hydrating Priming Serum. I took a break because I found that my content wasn't where I wanted it to be. And it was because I was so literally drained. I know that I have said, if you haven't watched my video, I'm going to link it. It is tips on how to become basically a successful YouTuber. And one of my tips were to be very consistent. And I was uploading 5 days a week. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. If you're using me as a shade reference, I am the shade 370W, I think. So I was uploading 5 days a week from the very start of my YouTube channel. And that is something that I really wanted to do because I really wanted to be consistent. And one of the people that I loved watching was, I know I've said this before, is Tati. And Tati would upload Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. And I loved watching her content. I truly, truly did. I still love watching her content, even though she's now taking a break herself. But I think she inspired me to do that, and she got me through so many rough patches in life by being so consistent with her content. I knew that if I was having a bad day, Tati was gonna be uploading at 10 a.m. PST, and it really did help me with a lot of the struggles that I had been going through at that stage of my life. So when I started my YouTube channel, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to upload the same time, 5 days a week, and I wanted to build my channel like that. I'm also gonna take these earrings off. And thank you so much to Anjell. She made those earrings for me. I really do appreciate it. I'll also leave her link down below, but they were getting foundation all over them. So we'll put them on after. But here's what I learned doing 5 videos a week, okay? Especially in the beginning. For one, I had to realize that doing YouTube and editing videos and everything that goes along with it takes a lot of time and a lot of work to perfect it. So what I would notice is that because I was trying to be consistent with my content, I was just putting up content. And not necessarily that I liked what I was putting up. And so I would look back at the video. I couldn't edit the video the way I wanted to edit the video. By the way, I'm going with Mac Fix Plus on a beauty blender just to blend everything out. But what I realized is that my content wasn't the best that it could be. I think that when I started going, I don't want to watch my own video, I had to make a decision. And the decision was that I had to pull back. And it wasn't just that as the decision maker. I have a family. There are tons of YouTubers that, you know, don't have children, aren't married. They can just pump out content whenever. They don't have to necessarily have a schedule of when they have to edit or when they have to film necessarily, because they have that flexibility. That's not to say at all that those people are not extremely talented. That's not to say at all that it's so much easier for them. But it is to say that I do have 2 small children. I have a 1-year-old, he just turned 1, and a 2-year-old, he just turned 2. And I also have to remember that I am a mother and I am a wife. And those promises I made to them before I started YouTube. I'm also a daughter and a sister. And I was losing a lot of time with my family, and it started to really bother me. I would look at my kids, you know, and there were many nights that I wouldn't be able to put them to bed because I'd be editing or filming late at night because I was so busy during the day. And I think at some point I had to say to myself, what is most important? What is most important? Is YouTube more important than my family? And not only that, because my videos were nowhere as good as they could have been, how far am I gonna get on YouTube with this content? So I took some time off and I really reflected on a lot of things. I really reflected on what I want my channel to be about. I really reflected on how I want my channel to look. I reflected on how I can get my audio better, how I can get my lighting better, what I could do better in my background, how I can get my editing better. But as I was doing that, I was realizing that my relationship with my husband was better. The relationship that I was having with my mom was better. The relationship that I was having with my sisters became better. And it started to put things into perspective. I had to really say to myself, is a schedule that is Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. EST, worth potentially losing it all? Now, I'm not gonna say that my husband's gonna walk out on me and my mom's never gonna talk to me again, but what I am saying is that the relationship that I could have with these people, it's now harder for me to have that same relationship because I'm putting so much pressure on myself and I'm putting so much pressure on the relationship. And that's not okay. That's not good in the long run. So that's where I've been. If you haven't noticed, the background has changed and it will continue to change. I bought some plants. I named them. There's actually two of them. You probably can't see the little one because she's kind of out of the shot, but I have two plants and one's name is Majesty and the other's name is Excellence, and Excellence is the baby. You know, I said to myself, I love plants. I want a plant. I want a different background. I have been saying that to myself for a while. I just hadn't had the time to do it. I wanted to learn how to do Final Cut Pro, but I couldn't do it because I was so freaking busy. By the way, I'm using these Morphe palettes, the Artistry palette in 9T. I'm gonna leave everything, of course, linked down below, but I love this palette right here. It's such a beautiful neutral palette, and I love how big the mirror is on this. So I'm just gonna be going in and doing a little, you know, simple pimple look. This is one of my favorite brushes of all time, and you probably could never find it again because it's so freaking old. It's by Sephora. It's called the Pro Crease 10 brush. I don't even think they make it anymore. This is my favorite brush out of all my brushes. And I've had this brush for about, no joke, I've had this brush for about 10 years. Oh my gosh, but the things I've done while I've been gone have been so amazing. I have spent time watching movies with my husband, talking to my mom on the phone for hours and hours and hours about everything, stargazing with my husband at night in our backyard. We just take out one of these big blankets and we just lay there and stargaze. Things that I wasn't able to do. Taking walks with my kids. I was building like these little cars for them, and my son, he now knows his ABCs. He just turned 2, knows his entire ABCs without help, all of the letters. He's also learned his colors so well and his shapes. Oh my gosh, and it's just because I had more time to really give to them. It's just so amazing. And you know what? I realized that, yes, YouTube is my dream, but I want to give YouTube the same amount of effort and passion as I give my family. And if that means that I have to cut down a little bit on the amount of uploads that I make a week to make sure that my content is great, then that's what I'm going to have to do. So temporarily, my schedule is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. EST. And that's because I really do want to get better at my editing skills, and I do want to get better at my audio and my lighting and overall just my content. So that is what you're going to be seeing in the next few weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take me. It may take me a month. I don't know. And then my intentions are to go back to 5 days a week. If that means that my family life is still going smooth and still going good and all of that, I'm not going to risk my family life for anybody, anything. Because without family and without your friends and without the people who really ride for you, who are you? Who are you? What matters the absolute most to me? Views or love? Straight up, love. And love is just, it's such a beautiful thing. And it's something that for the past 4 months, I kind of abandoned. I wouldn't say I totally abandoned love, but I neglected it. I neglected people that I shouldn't have because I was so focused on making this work. But what I realized is that me being focused on making it work, I ended up burning myself out. And that's what I'm gonna get into next. I got to a point of where I was pumping out so much content and I wasn't focusing on the quality of the content. I didn't have enough time to edit, so I would cut out so many parts of the video that I wanted to keep in because I didn't have time to actually edit it the way that I wanted to. And I needed to get that video out by 10 a.m. EST. I would stay up until 5:30 in the morning editing a video that I ended up putting up at 10 and still hating it. And I ended up hitting a wall. So I had gone, if you had seen my last video that I posted, I was saying that I had gone to my parents' house for the weekend. And I really think that God really shifted everything at that exact moment. Everything that I was feeling, everything that was going on, he really made it so that none of my, if you haven't seen that video, it was very short. None of my devices worked at my parents' house. I brought my full-blown desktop, an iPad, nothing would work. So it forced me to only focus on my family for the weekend. And when I was there, I realized how much I missed them, how much they are such a huge part of my life. So when I got back, I didn't have any content to put up because the weekend I couldn't film or edit anything. So instead what I decided to do was do lives. And I go, this is gonna be perfect because if I do lives, then I don't have to edit. Perfect, right? I liked doing the lives because I liked the people that were coming to the lives. But what I realized is that I missed doing reviews. I missed doing makeup. I felt like I was trying to make things work that really weren't me. And sometimes you have to kind of just be like, this doesn't work for you, boo. I also did have some health issues that I'm not gonna go super into, but you know, you guys know I do have severe asthma. And that made me really have to take a break and really have to reflect on things, which I'm telling you, it was all God. God was like, if you're not going to stop, because I'm telling you to stop, I'm going to make it so that you stop. And boy, did he make it so that I stopped and I was able to think. Such a blessing. Such a blessing. So what I wanted to say about all of this is I know that there are a lot of other smaller YouTubers that watch my content, and I promise from the bottom of my heart that I will continue to stay consistent. I did need to take that break, but that doesn't mean that I am not going to stay consistent with this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that this is going to be amazing because I think it's really going to allow me to make better content for you guys and be more excited and enthused about watching my videos. I'm also going to be going in with the 9J palette from Morphe as well, and this one is more plummy, and I'm going to be working that on my outer crease. But what I wanted to say was that it's okay, to the other smaller YouTubers that watch my channel, it's okay to take a freaking break. And I know that in the beginning, when I started to say that, you know what, my body was telling me you can't. I couldn't work. I literally could not work because I was sick. And I was so mad at myself. I was so frustrated. I was so upset because I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't a quitter. You know, I think that was my biggest thing. It was like, I can't stop now because I'm so close. I'm so close to monetization. I'm so close to, you know, the goal. But you know what? It's not worth losing it all. It's not worth it. So just when you know that you need to take a break, listen to your body, listen to God. And I really do believe that, you know, God was telling me that I needed to take a break for a while. I just ignored it because I wanted to prove that I could be just as consistent as Tati. Like that, I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. You know, if Samantha March can do it, I can do it. And you know what? Maybe that's not my journey. Maybe it's their journey, and maybe that's okay. And I also learned to not compare myself to anybody else, because what's for me is for me. Guys, I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm at peace. Like, I really am. And it feels so freaking good. Listen to yourself, listen to your heart, and make changes in your life if you're not happy with them. Because we only have one life. We only have one life. And we want to give our best. So that's my story and while I was gone. I'm almost out of this concealer. It's the Benefit Cakeless Boing Concealer. I'm in the shade number 9. I'm gonna use this one because I want to get rid of it, to be honest, so I can buy another one. Is that a reason? Yeah, that's a reason. You know, like when you get to the end of something and then it just gives you anxiety because you know you're just about to run out at any second? I can't do it. It drives me crazy, so let's just get rid of it and let's just get a new one and keep it pushing. Because this concealer is such a freaking good concealer. Oh my gosh, guys. I miss talking about makeup so much. I just missed it. You don't even understand. And when something is a passion, it's just so hard. You can't shake it. You cannot shake it. I kept thinking to myself, I need to get back. I need to get back. I need to get back. Not because, like, I mean, yes, of course, I wanted to do YouTube, but I was like, I just need to get back because I need to try out these products. I need to see what it's like, and I want everybody to know what these products are like. I mean, it was like crazy, guys. But my body was like, no, you're not about to do anything. But thank you guys to all the people who really reached out to me, who were asking me if I was okay, who really supported the fact that I needed a break. You guys know who you are. I don't think I need to, you know, name drop and make it another shout out video. As much as I'm saying right now that I really did have a great time, like spending time with my kids and spending time with my family, it was still very hard for me because I literally felt, and let me know if anybody else has ever felt like this, but as a creator, you start to think like, what if I come back and nobody watches my channel anymore? What if this break ruins what I'm building, you know? It's so interesting with Morphe palettes. Like, sometimes there's such hits and sometimes there's such misses. I think that these are good though, to be honest. These purples in this palette work way better than that purple shade in the Naked palette, the new Naked palette. I mean, oh my gosh, that palette is just, I just don't understand. I took a week off and I still don't understand the palette. I'm gonna do a nice little chisel with the ABH contour kit in medium to tan. It's not really a chisel, really, to be honest. It's more of like a bronzing action. We're not chiseling anything.
Every day is gonna play out the same. Hey.
There are a couple things that I did learn while on my week and a half break, right? And one thing I did learn is that I can be both. For the women out there who have children and families and are saying to themselves, can I be a YouTuber? This is a dream of mine. I've always wanted to do it. Can I do it? Yes, you can. You can be both. That's what I had to realize. It's like, I felt like if I didn't do it and edit all day and edit all night and batch record videos and not have time for my family, like, it was all gonna pan out. It was all gonna be worth it in the end, because they're gonna see that I'm doing it all for them. At the end of the day, does my 1-year-old and my 2-year-old think when I'm not spending time with them, well, mommy is out there, you know, trying to build her YouTube channel? No, they're not thinking that. This is gonna be a very long, talky video. And I don't care, because that's what I want on my channel for this one. Roast me. Or don't watch it. I totally forgot about her. This Moon Prism by Lunar Beauty. Oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful. Their blushes are, love them, love them. I'm going between Stargaze and Spacey. Oh my goodness, they're so good. I can't deal, and they need to stop right now. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Pure Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, guys. Did anybody get the Raw Beauty Kristi Pure Cosmetics collection? It literally, I couldn't even get on. Is it sold out? It's sold out. Oh my gosh, guys. I wanted the freaking Raw Beauty Kristi. Raw Beauty Kristi, if you were watching this right now, I wanted that palette so bad. I literally stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning waiting on a line. I ended up falling asleep waiting on the line. I'm so disappointed right now because I really wanted that palette so freaking bad. Do I DM her and just be like, girl, you don't understand. I wanted it so bad. She doesn't care. Just going in with a shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm gonna go in with my favorite pencil, the Coloupop pencil. I don't know if their Coloupop Precisions are even coming back. Are they? Because if they do, like, I'm gonna need to stock up. Then I'm gonna be using these Ardell Wispies for the rest of my look. Okay, I'm back and eyelashes are on, and you know I cannot do my eyelashes on camera. No, 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 no. I would have done poked my eye out. Guys, I promise, like, I have not been able to find anything. I cannot find my pencil sharpener. I cannot find my tiny scissors that I use to cut off my eyelashes. And it's literally that it was right here. But I just saw you. Like, where could you have gone that fast? Where? How? Do you like time travel? I'm going to be using the MAC Cork lip pencil that I love so much. And then I'm gonna go over it with, oh, this smells so good. It's by Lunar Beauty. It's in the shade Selene, I believe. Yes, it's in the shade Selene. It's this beautiful topper and it smells delicious. I love it so much. And then I realized that I need some smokiness on the bottom of my eyes because it looks weird. Okay, so let's smoke out the bottom real quick. All right, guys, let's spray her down. Cover the eyes. Patrick Ty, you're coming in clutch. You're coming in clutch. You're coming in clutch. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really needed this break. I really did. And it really did change the way I look at YouTube. I just want to tell other people out there that you may not be going through, you know, struggles with YouTube, but you may just be going through struggles with how to balance life in general. Sometimes you just need to take a step back and reflect and think about the things that are most important to you. Think about what your life really looks like in 5, 10, 15 years, what that feels like. Envision it, feel it. And what I realized was that what I was envisioning and what I was doing, they were not adding up. And I had to make a change. I know that it's been a week and a half. Like, I didn't leave for a year, but I really did feel in my heart that in some weird way, I was letting someone down. And I had to realize that if I didn't stop what I was doing and really take time for myself and for my family, none of this would be worth it. So, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being there and being supportive and sending me messages and checking up on me. It really means more than you could ever know. And I'm just so happy to be back. I'm just so happy to be back, and I'm so happy that you guys are still here. So that's it. That's my final wrap up, guys. I love you guys so much. Please remember that there is going to be a schedule change, and that's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. EST. And if I can throw some other videos in there in the meantime, I will as well, of course. So thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace! Peace out, guys.